Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to JLerone Presents. It's your boy JLP. Listen, got a video here from Anton Daniels. Looks like there's a young lady who's mad, depressed, or upset, or just mad at the fact that she's a single mom, saying that she regrets it and is complaining about how hard it is. So, yeah, that tends to happen when you guys go out here and make babies without being married, right? You got a boyfriend, he say he love you, yeah, but he don't make you a wife, but then yet you want to give him a child. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all need to be married before you have children. Point blank. You can't expect a man to stay with you, being that y'all just dating and y'all just haven't been in a situationship. You have a baby and then all of a sudden he's gone. Now you're stuck with the child and you're upset. But yeah, get married first before y'all start having kids. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Fair use, fair use. If you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe, share, helps the channel grow.
You're gonna be placed under arrest. Last time you're gonna get driver's license, proof insurance, or you're gonna be placed under arrest.
Ooh, sorry about that, y'all. I'm doing this OBS thing, so yeah. Let's
When some days you just want to cry and it feel like you want to.
Still trying to get used to OBS. Sorry about that.
When some days you just want to cry and it feel like you want to. You have to somehow figure out how to get your together before you in front of your child. They don't talk about that. They do not. As easy as all their single parents looks, bro, this is really hard when your mental is beating your life. Like, I just want to cry so bad right now, but I can't. Life is just so crazy to me. Like, what people who believe to be the happiest people are really going through the hardest times in life. And like, you literally have to pep talk yourself every day and just keep going. Like, it is literally not easy being me. But every day I have to look myself in the mirror and give me a pep talk that I one day hope I believe, so I can finally feel better about my mother life. I just need a break. But then I remember there's somebody out here who is living a worse life than me, and I just need to be grateful because in some form of way, I am living in a prayer that I want to ask God.
So these women don't have nobody they can talk to the point to where they have to get online, get on TikTok or Instagram, whatever this is, and just go off, right? You don't have no other outlet. I mean, you can just go off by yourself. You ain't got to record it and put it online so everybody can see it.
And despite what I feel now, I need to be grateful for the little bit he has given to me, because he will never give me more until I show gratitude for what is in front of me. This is the life of a single mom.
I'm glad that this video was made and that you guys sent it to me. And I always like to give credit back to the content creator, regardless of whether I agree with him or not. But I think we need to take a completely different angle an approach to this conversation because it speaks to the other side of what people usually would or wouldn't say when it comes to celebrating the single parent childhoods that a lot of these parents are creating for these children. And now we can slice this a lot of ways, but I'm going to take a more empathetic approach because it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that day in and day out, first, the child, and I'm not speaking about her, I'm speaking about the environment that children are raised in. The child is the one that suffers the most from these decisions that are made on behalf of the parents. When people lay down and they open up their legs to have children, I don't think that they're really thinking about the consequences that come along with giving up your entire life. And there have been several different videos of people that are basically saying that it's not even worth it to have a child. And I'm not saying that that's true, but I don't think that people are having a full conversation of what it takes. But instead, what they do is they continue to pass on bad behavior and generational curses and trauma that precedes them, and then they give it over into the next generation. And we're not living a life that we would want our children to live, and we have to make the sacrifice so we can do something different and get different results. But you can't turn it off. It's not a video game. It's not even a normal relationship where you can walk away and do your own thing and say, you know what, I want to divide myself against this person. No, when you got children, when you got a kid, it's on. It's up 100% of the time. And 98%, if you are a great parent, 98% of your decisions are going to be based around what's best for that child, including and should be included in this conversation whether or not they should be with their father or mother, whether or not they should be around their father and their mother. And that's why I don't really believe in co-parenting. I know that there's extreme situations that we need to take into consideration, but in a nutshell, you know, you can't break up the family. You cannot break up the family. It's too hard to do it on your own. Do people do it on their own every day?
Yep.
Yeah, but not because they want to, because they don't have no choice, because you can't turn it off.
Right.
You can't just give up on a child. You can't just say, okay, well, listen, I don't want to take you to school today. You can't say, I don't want to feed you today. You can't say that I don't have enough money.
That's why you need to start making sure you're married before y'all start having these kids, man. I know everybody's not going to be able to do that, but you know what I'm saying? If more people would start, at least, you know, get married. I understand when you're dating, you're going to have sex, but what's wrong with using precaution? What's wrong with using, you know, more than one form of contraceptive? You know what I'm saying? It ain't always up on the man to wear a condom, you know what I'm saying? But it's good if he does, and then you do something to, you know what I'm saying, prevent yourself from getting pregnant, like being on a pill or something, you know what I mean? Or just abstain. But, you know, that, I know the world we live in, a lot of people are not going to do that, but still, you have to be more disciplined and a little bit more responsible. So, yeah, I mean, I just got to slow down. Slow down. You're moving too fast.
You got to go find it. And in a lot of instances, children push you to be the best version of yourself because you're doing something for more than yourself. Even if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous or you go to something that you're addicted to, they often at times tell you to do things for more than, like, look at or think about people that are more than yourself. And then that will help you to get through and push you through to being the best version of yourself, because we don't always do the thing that's best for ourselves. And that's why we are, not us, but as a culture, not me, but as a culture, there are so many single parent households. And so what this video is basically doing is telling you that there is a dark side to having children out of wedlock and or having children and raising children by yourself. It is so glorified. I cannot tell you how many different things I've seen on social media or from content creation of women saying.
And also, I think I heard something about, what's her name, Sexy Red, wanting to be a baby mama again. She wanted to have another baby, but she doesn't want to be married. You know what I mean? So yeah, that in itself glorifying that single mother. You know, Sexy Red already has one child, right? I think she's saying she wants to get pregnant and don't want to be married. she wants to have another child without being married. So that's not a good thing. You know, a lot of these people that they look up to are leading them, down the wrong path, man. They don't see it.
And I'm single, but I'm pregnant and I'm still having it and all of this stuff. And I think
Yep.
that people should be responsible for their decisions and have those babies. One of the things that was heavy during this election cycle was the conversation around deleting babies as a form of contraception. I don't agree with that. And I think that we need to be more proactive, and she's proven it. Being proactive in these conversations about whether or not you should be having children or the person that you lay down with, or whether or not you're putting a rubber on, or if you should even be having sex and opening up your legs in the first place, is the real conversations. It's not just about having a child out of wedlock. It's not about being on some congratulatory tip when people decide that they want to have children. It's also about if we are being honest about what it takes to raise a child. You often at times put that child in a position that's under duress. You don't think that children can sense when you're going through stuff? You don't.
Yep, they can definitely sense it. And a lot of these women are not emotionally stable. They're not there emotionally to raise. Most of these women still act like children themselves. Yet they out here having kids when they're not, like I said, when they're still running around here acting like they're 15 years old and they 20. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's you putting that kid in a bad situation. And then the ones that are having kids at 15 and 16, you have babies raising babies, man, and that's even worse. Cause these 15-year-olds out here having kids, their mindset is gone, right? You're setting these kids up for failure.
Think that they see when you sad and they become sad. You don't think that they're affected when they go to school every single day. You don't think that they're impacted when they get teased because they don't have two-parent households. You don't think that other kids are paying attention to it and using that in a predatory fashion in order to go off on those kids. You don't think that people know that you a single mother and all of this other stuff. Yes, they absolutely do. And guess who the person that suffers the most from it? The children.
Yep.
The children. And so what she's basically saying is, don't glorify something that you don't understand. So many people. I remember when MTV back in the day was promoting this program called Teen Mom. I thought it was probably one of the worst, most toxic things that I've ever seen in my entire life
Glad I never
as far
saw
as the
that.
advertisement from it. I refused to watch it. Even that young, I refused to watch it because I knew that that was degenerate behavior. And again, I understand that there are some people that cannot help their circumstances. Some people are widows. Other people, it was just really, really a toxic situation. I would never advocate for somebody to stay in a situation that's not ideal for them. But in reality, a lot of people, most people overwhelmingly are choosing to be single parents and to father and mother single parent children.
Yep.
And the children are the ones that's going to pay for the sins of their parents. And we need to stop being so congratulatory and start promoting being proactive about the things that we wind up getting ourselves into. That way we can create a better outcome, not only for ourselves, but for the children that we ultimately have. And I think that this is a phenomenal video. I love this video. It shows her crying. It shows her going through all of the emotions. And we can only imagine the type of emotions that she's probably going through on a regular basis. I'm not going to sit here and criticize her situation because I don't think that that's what the point of the video was. I think that the point of the video was to highlight how we are celebrating something that may not necessarily show you the other side of it. And there's always an equal and opposite reaction to the thing that we think is great. Don't always think that people are successful. Don't always think that people are just doing awesome. Just because they show a picture doesn't necessarily that they show that they're telling a story. The story is worth 1,000 words, and the fact that people are using these platforms to bring visibility to some things, even if I don't necessarily agree with the behavior, I agree with the message on this one. I don't know. Call me soft. Y'all let me know what y'all.
Well, yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out, do they even teach like safe sex anymore? Because I remember coming up, I think I was in like the 8th or 9th grade. Could have been anywhere between 84 and 86, somewhere in that area, somewhere in that time frame. Either not 10th grade, I want to say 8th grade, maybe. I think it was like in 84, 83, 84, 85, something like that. But anyway, they used to they taught us, like, we used to get classes like health classes, right? And they would talk about, safe sex. And it's like they pushed it. They at one time they pushed safe sex. If you're going to have it, at least be safe. At least know how to put on a condom and all that good stuff. Right now, they did tell us to abstain from it because we're teenagers. We ain't supposed to be having it no way. But if you did, you practice safe sex. You wore a condom. That's all they taught the boys. Make sure you strap up. I mean, even the old cats, even the old heads told us to strap up. So now it's like nobody wants to. Even the girls back then, if you had sex, the girls would tell you better wear a condom. Even if they was, you know what I'm saying? You had more women, more girls back then, in high school, because I graduated in 88. So even at that time, being in the 10th grade, 11th, 12th grade, girls, 16 to 18 years old, if they were having sex, they told you to wear a condom. They weren't taking a chance of, you going up in them raw. It was either you wear a condom or you didn't get none. And we knew that. We knew that coming up, man. So I don't understand why now it's like these women don't want to. They don't want to tell the guy to not to wear a condom. It's like if you ask a woman or you tell a woman, hey, I need to get some protection, they look at you like you just insulted them. Like, why you want to wear a condom? You think I'm nasty? More likely, yeah. But, that's the way it is today, though. They do not want to wear a condom. You tell them you go wear a condom, they get mad. But you guys, protect yourselves, all right? Drop some comments down below and let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, helps the channel grow. It's JLerone. JLerone presents. You guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. I will catch you in the next one. Yo, y'all strap it up, you guys. Strap it up.
Buck you naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs